It's 135 k's west of Melbourne, population of a couple of hundred. That will swell today for Cup Day. As I said, first time it's a tab meeting at Burrumbeet. Heading north is the favourite at $1.80, lining up at start number 3. It's run second in both its career outings so far. Colac last time out led them up and got beaten 2 3/4 lengths over the mile. Steps up to the 1800 here. Happy New Year's Day to you, Mr. Dave Stanley.
Happy New Year's Day to you and all the punters out there. A big crowd there, as you can see, and this favourite well backed as well. 195 into 180 heading north.
And on the VOPs, 175 to 180, back to 175 heading north, and nothing's been seriously back to beat it. And Rick McIntosh calling the action, 9845 are Rick's numbers on race number 1. To be followed by the 5th on the big day from Ellerslie, and the 5th is over the 2,000 metres, Group 2 for the 3-year-old fillies. And Mr. Stanley, what he's doing there?
All right, in the next race at Ellerslie, we just, by the way, had keep an eye on that New Zealand Derby market, because there was a good win in the previous for Raffles Racing. But in this race, Imelda Mary is at $14 and solid, and there's been good support around too for House of Cartier, which is $420 to $380. That would be, if it does lob, 3 in a row for Leith Innes. He's just won the last 2.
And we're 3 away from the 5th at Ellerslie. Let's get to Burrumbeet on Cup Day. Here's Rick.
Drawn gate 3, although it's in 4 because they're not using 1, and we welcome in our Sky Channel 1 viewers. History in the making. This is the first ever live TV viewing of a race at this picturesque racecourse here at Burrumbeet. The first brought to us thanks to Eureka Concrete. We're on a good 3, the rails and the true. We've got 7 events, the feature of which is the Petrogas Burrumbeet Cup, the last on the program. Late scratching of race 3, number 2 here has come out. Race 3, number 2, our only late one, but we're on a good 3, rail in the true, and they're getting ready for the opener. Heading north favourite, Jared Lorenzini rides for Mitchell Friedman. And we're almost ready to go. As I said, history in the making, first ever live coverage of Burrumbeet Racing, thanks to Sky. Racing.com's young gun Dane Barry is along with races 2, 3, 4 and 5, and I'll be back with 6 and 7. But this is the first. Start is the Cup start, top of the straight. The Ballarat Tractors, starting stalls they are, at the top of the straight. Down in front of the crowd and a circuit to go. And here we go. Sneaky Flirt comes up to the outside gate. Ready to run. Racing in the opener at Burrumbeet. Director's cut down on the inside, jumped out fairly, no speed from Snowplow. Heading north is heading right on over towards the rails. He's wanting to get on with it. He's the leader from Zach D, and going forward, Feed to Burn on the outside now. Might be the new leader with a circuit to go. He's attacking, heading north for the lead. Zaxty's up running 3rd on the outside of Director's Cut as they swing out of the straight. They're followed next in the race then by Sneaky Flirt, who's been able to slot in 5th in advance of Snowplow. Then Vision of Glory. Well back in the race then was Shabina, and it has Mia Savannah for company. So running down that far side of the course, heading north, was able to keep the rail. It's being annoyed by Feed to Burn on the outside, who has got a neck in front of heading north. They're out by a length and a half to the good of Zachty at the 1,000 metre mark. Running 3rd ahead, Director's Cut on the inside and a length and a half away. Running 5th now, Mia Savannah out 3 deep, going around Sneaky Flirt. 1 to Snowplow, buried on the fence. Then Vision of Glory, and 2 last of all was Shabina. Travelling the Ballarat side of the track here, down the back straight. And it's heading north in the opener, the Eureka Concrete, doing the better already than Feed to Burn. Drew a half length in front, 600 to go. Zachty's had a nice run, fresh legs, comes to second out of the pack. Then followed running on also Sneaky Flirt. Running on empty was Director's Cut on the inside, and then Snowplow. Nothing much making any ground. Vision of Glory's got to the outside. They're going up and down in the one spot back there. Heading north, the one to beat in the Eureka Concrete. The big danger though is the fresh legs of Zachty, who's got alongside. They're a length and a half to the good of further back Sneaky Flirt into the straight. Zachty put the head in front. Heading north, trying to get off the deck. It's rallying. Heading north, Zachty still doing the better though. Zachty's drawing away. Wins the opener at Burrumbeet, a length on heading north. 4 away, 3rd Sneaky Flirt. Snowplow got into 4th over Director's Cut. A break off then to Shabina with Vision of Glory, Mia Savannah.
No 3rd divvy, and as Darren said in his call, 3 straight for Fuchu.
Yeah, he's a plucky little horse, not overly big, but doesn't he put in, unfortunately. has just knocked us off, but I think we stick with great job. That was a beaut first up run.
Two to come on the Kensard Randwick. Here comes the feature, the Burrumbeet Cup. Over the 1,800 metres, under 30 seconds away. 7, the favourite Tanto Bianco, and it's been popular. $5 this morning into $3.10. It'll be best back. Kalama Bay is $5, just into $4.80 overall. And then High Frank, $8 this morning, out to $9, into $6 late in the piece is another inward move. There are others. Mahira is one of them, $17 into $11 in the trading today. And as far as the VOP is concerned, not a lot of action there, to be honest. A little nibble for Mahira, 12.13 back to 12. The favourite Tanto Bianco, 3 out to $3.20. For the Cup, worth $25,000. Rick goes 3, 1, 4 and 5 as we join him.
Yeah, welcome back to our Sky Channel viewers. This is the feature race here, the Petrogas Regional Burrumbeet Cup. They've arrived at the stalls, the Ballarat Tractors starting stalls here at Burrumbeet, and the field's about to go in. Just running a smidgen behind. Tanto Bianco had to be resaddled at the start. That's been completed. And they put the barrier blanket on it, and they're moving in now. Mahira in the roll the dice colours draws the 1. And they're not using gate 1, so that becomes gate 2, and they're getting set for the Petrogas Regional Burrumbeet Cup. Kalama Bay, Stan Sakos riding a kilo over, comes into gate number 2. Punters Club here on tracker with High Frank. Coffee going for a treble. And they're continuing to fill the gates. The Ballarat Tractors starting stalls. We are with 3 in the race. High Frank Slade Bloodstock colours. Mahira drawn down in 1 in the Roll the Dice blue. And Instrumentalist, who has just beaten nosed off in the Penshurst Cup last start, is in the Weir colours himself. Almost ready. I had Hippicus on top. I thought if it got a half decent lead, it'll take some catching. 2 starts ago was just nosed out in the Ararat Cup by Andrea Mantegna. That should be good form for this. The fly in the ointment might be Tanto Bianco. If it gets a clean getaway from the outside, it only knows one way, and that's to charge. It comes in, Tanto Bianco. Field set. Soon know the outcome of the Petrogas Regional Burrumbeet Cup 2019 on New Year's Day. Our first meeting here, live to you at Sky, and they're off and running. Mahira on the inside got a pretty good start. Jumping out well, Kalama Bay. Coming across Tanto Bianco very fast. Hippicus didn't have any early toe. It's been passed by Great Glen. And on the outside, Bloodlet going forward now. Mahira getting back now inside of Instrumentalist. Then Trendsetter. 2 or 3 lengths to Charlevoix, and High Frank's with it at the tail end of the field. Tanto Bianco from the outside gate got to his favourite roll. He wants to race. She's trying to settle him. He's a length in front. Great Glen going to second. Bloodlet out wide to third. Kalama Bay gets into the box, and Hippicus is 5th on the outside. Then Mahira, followed by Trendsetter. 1 further back, the Penshurst runner-up from Cup runner-up from last week, Instrumentalist. Then one of his stablemates, High Frank, and last of all, a length away was the top weight, Charlevoix. 1,000 metres to go in the Petrogas Regional Burrumbeet Cup, and Tanto Bianco in his favourite role. He might take some catching out by a length and a quarter. Great Glen running second. Bloodlet's a neck away third. 2 further back, then 2 Hippicus, who's on the outside of Mahira and Kalama Bay, and then Trendsetter. 2 further back to Instrumentalist, followed by High Frank, and Charlevoix being hurled along is last of all. 600 metres to go. Tanto Bianco a length and a half. Great Glen. Kalama Bay being shown the whip. Hippicus and Bloodlet, and then followed by Mahira, and dropping back Trendsetter with Instrumentalist, and then followed by High Frank, who can't get into it, and Charlevoix is with him. Tanto Bianco led them coming down the side. Kalama Bay, Great Glen, then Mahira. Hippicus going nowhere into 5th, and then Bloodlet followed further back to Instrumentalist on the home turn. Kalama Bay gets his act together, hits the lead now from Tanto Bianco. Great Glen grinding on, then Mahira, but Kalama Bay for Stakos. The late pickup ride wins the Petrogas Regional Burrumbeet Cup. A length and a half, Great Glen. Tanto Bianco ran 3rd, Mahira ran 4th, Instrumentalist ran 5th.
So 6, 2, 7 and 9 on the Cup at Burrumbeet, fellas.